Welcome to another exciting edition of SME Roundtable. And I'm your host, Iguna Precious. Yeah, briefly before we go into the program for today, I would like to tell you who we are and what we do. So, we are Pels Consulting, a management consulting firm that provides services to aid organizations in achieving their growth and expansion targets, with special attention to the economic improvement of SMEs. Pels Consulting provides professional services at an affordable price, and we are committed to the strengthening of the internal processes and practices of organization by building a system that constantly delivers results. To make this program a success, we have some of our partners. We have Fat Corner, we have Tan TV, and on our show today, we'll be having a special section on acquiring a loyal customer as an SME. To do justice to this, we have our very special guest, Precious Joy Orukpe, who is a customer experience designer. Hi, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. So please, kindly introduce yourself.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Girls Consulting, for the invitation. I'm very excited that I'm here today, that I'm present. Thank you very much. God bless you. So, the topic we're looking at is a topic that's very dear to my heart. It's something that I really love to talk about almost all the time. And so it is like how you can acquire a loyal customer. For you to actually have a thriving business, you need to have a loyal customer base, right? That means you need to have people that consistently patronize your business. And if you don't have people that patronize your business consistently, automatically you cannot make a sale. So the meaning of customer acquisition basically means that you're bringing in new customers. So that automatically means that you are able to convince prospects to become customers. You're able to convince them to keep buying from you. You're able to convince them to stay with your business and grow with your business. But there's something that I always like to talk about, which is for you to be able to convince people, it means that first you have to have good products, you have to have good product quality, not just good product quality, quality in terms of, okay, can you all hear? Okay, so in terms of when you talk about product quality, you talk about quality that lasts, that is durable, yeah, make you serve the customer based on that particular thing that they really contacted you for or need your business service or product for. Customer acquisition is so I'm hearing like based on me is about basically the life of the people. And like I always like to tell people, or I always tell the business is customer acquisition basically means that you are getting a flow of consistent customers. It means that you're getting repeat sales. It means that okay, I'm off. Okay, let me just continue. Okay, we're back on. Can I just continue? Okay, thank you, Precious. So I didn't even see just joy. And I'm a customer experience designer. I help businesses in the area of sales, in providing sales customer service solutions, sales process basically customer service solutions that helps them to retain customers and increase their sales. So that's why I said this topic is very dear to my heart. I love it. And so when we're talking about acquiring a loyal customer, we're talking about getting an influx of customers, but getting people that believe in the product and the services that you as a company or as a business offers. We're talking about getting repeat sales. You're not going to say, oh, we're not making sales anytime. No, because you've been able to acquire a pool of loyal customers to you, you have repeat sales at the end of every month, at the end of the week, you have at the beginning of the day, wherever you have repeat sales. And then you have increased sales. And then it means that this repeat sales obviously comes from people that are staying with your brand, right? Who are the loyal customers. So let me move on to how you acquire customers. In this present age and time, it's not just about okay, so you just set up your store, people should keep coming, should be coming in and stuff like that. No, businesses have gone digital. By digital, I mean businesses have gone online. And so for you to be able to acquire customers, you need to also be present in their online space. Why? A lot of people right now don't like stress. Me, I anything that stresses my life, I dislike it. I don't want to use the word hate, but I dislike it. See, look at me. I'm not fat. I'm not big. So, as I'm slim like this, anything that will just stress me, please just take your while and go. That's me. Take your troubles away. So for me, basically, is if I can find you online, it's easier for me to just deal with you and do business with you, right? So that's why I always tell people number one, have a social media marketing strategy. It's very important. Whether you're a social media strategist or you're not, ensure you have a social media strategy. That's how you acquire customers. Number marketing strategy actually. The number two, have good content marketing. What do I mean? Content marketing basically means that your content is marketing itself. But for you to have content that markets itself and drives in customers to you to acquire them, it automatically means that you have to do content that appeals to them. It means that you have to do content that drives home the message of your brand or of your business. It means that you have to write a message that is easy for them to understand and for them to grasp. And so, whenever they need your type of service or they need your type of product, you are that person that they reach out to. Do you get? So let's move on to number three. You look at email marketing. I'm talking about how you acquire customers. You look at email marketing. For you to look at email marketing, automatically means that you have to have your customers' email database. So you have like platforms or like MailChimp, you have like SendFox that you can use to create your email marketing database. And so once you have those database from clients, automatically it means that you can be sending them content. We talked about content marketing, right? Good content marketing. That was the second strategy I talked about. So it means that once you have good content and you send them those content via email, it automatically means that what they want to reach out to you if your product or your services appeals to them. Then we look at offline marketing. Offline, see, whether we like it or not, I like to stay interact with people personally. Personally, I mean, I like to interact with people physically. I'm not just that person that, yeah, online because we get to see ourselves because we get to see ourselves what is it called we get to see ourselves online, we can video call, video chat, and then that's the end of the world. No, 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 not at all. That doesn't work for me as a person. I still like that communication with people. I like people. I love having people around. But the thing is, it is very important that you understand that in as much as you're doing your social media marketing to acquire customers, your email marketing, you have good content strategy, whether it's on Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever, Twitter, wherever. You still need to ensure that you do your offline marketing. Offline marketing basically means I'm telling Precious, this is what I do. I'm telling Precious, this is who I am, this is what I do. If you know you need any assistance in this area, please let me know. And so that again can get you to help you acquire customers. Don't forget, acquisition of customers means you've been able to convert potential customers to actual customers. So they are now buying from you. And then I move on to um, strategy for customer acquisition. So I already talked, I said how you acquire customers, right? But now I'm looking at strategy for customer acquisition. The first thing I'm going to say is for you to actually properly acquire any customer, For you to acquire customers, you need to be good with your data. By data, that's why I love what Pels Consulting really does. They help you with your data analytics. They help you looking at your data to help you prefer the right business strategy or the right business decision. Okay, so it means that for you to be able to acquire customers, you need to look at your data, and so that is actually the baseline of every single thing that you have to do. Now, let me break that data down. One, you look at what people are buying from you. You look at what people actually buy from your competitors. I tell people don't look at your competitors to make your business decisions, but there are other angles you still need to look at them. What are they doing right and what are they doing wrong? That will help you make the right business decision how you to acquire your customers. But I'm saying look at what people are buying from you. Let me give an example of me when I started out my business. So when I started out, basically, yeah, because I'm also, I'm certified sales consultant. I'm in sale customer service consultant. I'm a certified human resource professional with CIPM Nigeria. But and that automatically means that I could also help businesses to recruit. I could help to do quite a number of things in HRO, in sales, blah 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 blah. But one thing that I realized was most of the companies reaching out to me or my clients reaching out to me were asking for sales process. A lot of them were asking for sales process, customer service process, and these were things that I was doing, but I was giving it attention, but I was trying to do more of the training. But that processing basically is going to help you strategize so you can, what's the right word? So you can serve your customers better. And so even if your sales team member leaves, you get somebody on board. It automatically means that that person looks at the process. Okay, this is what we do. This is how we do it. This is the next step. This is the next step till we close that sale, till we acquire the customer, till we resell to them, till we upsell, and a couple of other things. Okay, and so it means that once they have this process, this written document that they are to implement, it automatically means that they're not going to stress themselves. They don't have to keep calling you over and over again. To be very honest with you, for me, that is exactly what matters to me. It's not about just making the money. It is how can I keep ensuring that that business that I've trained or have a conversation or business with, they keep making money. It's important to me. And so that's why I started to do more of the sales process in the sales plan and stuff like that. Yeah, I do the training, but not as much as I used to do. So I'm saying look at the data of what people are buying. And so people are buying more of that for me. And so that's what I focus more on. And then number two, how friendly are you? How friendly is the products that you are selling to customers? Is it easy for us to use? If it is difficult, you cannot acquire a lot of customers because me that I'm already your customer that I've bought from you once, I bought from you the second time, it automatically means that acquiring, sorry. It automatically means that I'm finding difficulty in, for example, using your website. I'm finding difficulty in even understanding, let's say, for example, I'm trying to use, okay, let me use, no, I'm not going to use fashion. I wish I understand the type of businesses that we have on this platform. I'm not going to use consultant, we use fashion. Oh God. I'm trying to, okay, you know what? Let's just leave that. Let me move on. So I'm trying to say that be friendly in the sense that your products are user friendly. If your products are difficult for people to understand and use, there's a problem, and so you can't acquire a lot of customers. If people are trying to read, let's say, okay, for example, you're a consultant, you're a coach, you are a content creator, people are trying to look at your stuff, what you're creating, and they're trying to understand, okay, what is it doing? How does it apply to me and stuff like that. I think it's going to be difficult. Not even I think. It's actually going to be difficult for you to acquire customers because people don't understand what you do. People don't understand how it's going to benefit them. And so for me, I always recommend ensure and try as much as possible to ensure that whatever you're putting out there, you as a person, you are friendly to your customers and your product and your services are easy for them to use. Number three, okay, I hope you guys can still hear me. So number three, we're going to look at call and text your customers. So it is about following up. But that follow up basically means what? You calling them, you texting them, you sending them emails, right? And so it means if I've bought from you today, or you've seen that the content, I interacted with your content on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, wherever, it automatically means that you have to do what? You can just send me a message or like my pictures online. Send me a message and say, okay, thank you for interacting with my content. If you liked it, you can click on this to learn more on this. Let's say me, for example, I talked about something on Instagram. I said, let's talk about sales. So I had a lot of people that saved it, up to like how many people that saved the content. And then what did I do? I tried to reach out to some of those people to say, okay, so here is, noticed you interacted with this post, but you can do this or click on this to get my free ebook on 7 things that customers need, so you can understand how you can better serve your customers. So you see, that's another way I'm following up with those people that interacted with my content, because they've already seen something, they've liked it, they've viewed it. I can see that they liked it. And so, what can I do? I automatically did a follow up message by sending them a message to say, you know what, you can actually view or get my free ebook on 7 things customers need. Then the next thing I'm going to talk about strategy for customer acquisition is be where your customers are. Let me use myself as an example. I'm using myself as an example because I can relate with myself. I use data a lot for my business to grow my business. And so it was, yeah, I started out. Before I started this, I was very present on like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook was my first. But I noticed that when I started my business, I wasn't active on on Twitter. I was active on LinkedIn. I was active on Instagram. I was active on Facebook. I even had a community on Facebook of over 900 people. And so it was when I noticed that I did a during this 2021, I did a stock intake. I started to look at my data to say, okay, where has my money actually come from? People that bought my books, people that invite me for training, for to train their companies, and I noticed that most of my business comes from Instagram. See, I'm giving you free business this thing over my own. Oh. See, it's $10,000. It's $1 million. Okay, so I'll still cashing out and making. Okay, so I hope you can still hear me. So I'm still making money. So that's where strategy for customer acquisition. Don't forget it. I said what? Use your data a lot. Know where your business. Number one, I said look at what people are buying from you. I gave myself as an example. Number two, I said be friendly. Ensure your product and your services are friendly, are user friendly. People can use it without stress. When you release content online, people understand it without stress. Okay, and then it drives them home to the services and the product that you sell. Then number three, I said follow up with them. Call, text, email. Call, text, email. Okay. Number four, I said be where your customers are. Take note of where your business is coming from and fully dominate that place. And that's what me I'm doing. I'm standing on Instagram, jiggy like this, no shaky. All right, let me move on. Then I want to talk about customer acquisition process. I love processing a lot because I think it's just based on my personality. I'm a type of person that I like to plan and I like to take things one step at a time. You can't rush me. No matter how much I try to even rush myself or be in a hurry, I just can't really hurry myself. There's got to be this process. And I like to take my time with each step. So that's why I love process and I love to plan a lot. Me, you want me to get something done, please tell me ahead of time. I'm not the person that is like, okay, it's just going to be bang, bang, bang. We want this done, that, bish, bish. That's it. I'm Jackie Chan. Please, oh, I hope you guys can all hear me. So let me just be sure. Oh wow. So sorry, man. So sorry. I hope you can all hear me. I think that it just keeps. But it is well. Let's continue. We are not moved. So, anyways, I talked about, did a recap. I said strategy for customer acquisition. I said use your data a lot, know what people are buying from you, your product and your services that people are requesting more. That is what you should use to dominate your industry. So, when you do more of that, people are asking for, the things people are requesting for, it automatically means that when you're not starting that, okay, we offer this also, it's easier to penetrate them and acquire them as your customers. Number two, be friendly, be user friendly. Number three, follow up with your customers, people that have interacted with your content. Send them messages. Oh, thanks for interacting with my content. I noticed you interacted with the sales content that I just posted. Okay, so here is this a link to get my free ebook on 7 things that customers need. And that was what I did. And man, I'm cashing out. See, I have 1,007 something followers on Instagram, but guess what? I'm making money more than people that even have how many followers? Farms me now. Fire blue now. All right, let's move on. Then number four, I said be where your customers are. Know where exactly your business is coming from. If it's on Instagram, be there and dominate that Instagram. If it's on LinkedIn, be on LinkedIn and dominate LinkedIn. Okay. Then moving on to customer acquisition process. I said I love process and planning a lot in my life because I'm that person that I take my time. I'm not someone that you just hurry. Let's do this and that. Mm-mm. So first, in terms of customer acquisition process, we look at awareness. In awareness, that's when you talk about lead generation. In awareness, that's when you talk about talking to strangers, people that you don't know. So that's why I always tell people, if you're a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, content creator, whatever it is, ensure that you talk to people. Be bold. Nobody can eat you. They can't kill you. Don't be shy. Be shameless with your business, because when you don't have money, at the end of the day, you're the one crying to God, oh God, help me. God, I need to send 10 products today. Nothing is going to happen. See? So you need to learn to talk to strangers in the awareness stage or the process. That is first in customer acquisition process. Then number two, we look at, okay, let me talk about something. For you to be able to acquire and generate your customers, okay, for you to be able to acquire and generate leads, you don't generate customers, you generate leads and then convert them to prospects, from prospects to customers. Okay, that's the journey. In another class, we can talk about that. Then we look at, you need to look at blogging. If you run a company, you run a product business, ensure that your company, your business has a blogging site. You talk about, okay, so with this, um, because I was in fashion industry, you guys don't laugh at me. Oh. I have thread here, so I want to use this. Imagine you run a thread, you have a thread company, right? You create threads, blah blah blah. What if you start, you have just a blog that talks about things like this? Talk about how it was made. Talk about why you like the color. Talk about how the inside is, how it's unbreakable, or okay, how it's unbreakable, or it's easy. You can just put your finger inside. If you don't want it to get missing, put your finger inside. If you like this, like this, like, I'm just giving an instance. Do you get? So it is on your site. When people see, they're like, ah, okay. So then you talk about, okay, you can use this thread for this fabric color. You can, if you want to design your outfit, you can use it on. Guys, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. I still love fashion a lot in my life. Okay, so I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I'm gonna use this fabric right now. You see this fabric? So let's say, for example, you want to design your outfit, and you don't want it to just be black. You want it to have different. I'm gonna do something. Can you see this? So I'm trying to bring something like, okay. So even if you use your thread, it starts to make a design on the fabric itself. Do you see? So if you tell me things like this on what I can use your thread for, not just to sew, but to also design my outfit, I'm going to get your stuff. Definitely. Then look at offering guides on how you can use your products and services. That's what I just talked about. So blogging about how you can use our products, how we can be of benefit to you, the benefit you stand to gain when you use our products and our services, what people that have used our products and services, what they are saying. Yeah, basically that's what it is. And then we look at videos, show us how we can use your product and services. That's how you acquire customers. That's the first stage of awareness. Then the next stage of customer acquisition process is thinking stage. That's where people start to consider, do I need it? I don't think I need it. So, okay, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll buy next week. Okay, there's this outfit that I want to make. I'm going to get this thread so my tailor or the designer can use it. You see? Then the third stage is purchase. They just buy it because why? You've already created the awareness. You were already showing them the stage. They are considering it because they've seen your content, they've seen what you do, how it can benefit them because you've done the videos, the content, everything about it. Then the next stage they do what? They purchase. Now let's go to the final thing for today. Wow. I think this is the fastest class I've taught in my life. Okay. Let's go to the next stage, which is the final stage. 6 loyal customer acquisition strategy. It's very easy. See, I love business, and do you know why I love business? Because business is easy, but people just think, hey, how will I now? I need to. Just follow me, and man, you'll be good. You get chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle, chop knuckle. All right, let's move on. So the first thing that you do is improve the functionality of your website. I talked about digital marketing. I talked about social media marketing. I talked about content marketing. You have your content on your website. Don't just do these are your services. You can get this from us. You okay? We are this. We do. We run threads. Blah blah blah. You can get blue thread from us. You can get red thread from us. You can get black from us. You can get this. You can get this. You can get this. Educate me. Educate me. See, the people that pull me the most are people that are very here. When it comes to here, they are good. When you are good here, man, you don't need to try to attract me. See, I'm attracted to you. I'll just say, here I am. This is me. Guys, I'm just having fun myself, please. So, anyways, it is improve the functionality of your website. In your industry, I talk about industry a lot ah because how do you run a business and you don't try to dominate the industry? Who are you? How? The United States of America never tries to do anything if they're not going to be the number one. If they're not going to be the best. So, you in your fashion, you in the food sector, you in your photography, you're a content creator, business owner, entrepreneur. How can you be running a business and you're not trying to dominate that industry? Why? Why? I'll never go into anything if I'm not going to try to be the number one or at least number two. But number one, we must do it. So number one, I said improve the functionality of your website. Now let me talk about functionality of your website because this deals about customer experience. Customer experience is what helps you acquire customers and retain them. Because acquiring loyal customers basically is about customer retention strategy. It's just simple. When you talk about functionality of your website, look at the user friendliness. How easy is it for us? What is your color like? Is it friendly? Is it appealing to the eyes? When something is not catchy, how do you want me to stay there and be excited buying from you? Omo, I'm going to take my money somewhere. Number 3, easy payment system. When I want to make payment and I click on that, okay, pay now. When I click on it, what happens? Does it take me to a place that I just put my card or I just put the details and bam, you deduct the money, or I still have to go through one process, then from there it takes me to another process, then it takes me to another process? Please, look at me again. Look at me again. I'm not big. Don't stress my life. If you stress my life, just go somewhere else. Look at me. My mother, see, my grandmother was not big. My mother, she's not big. Me, I'm not big. My sisters are not big. My uncles are not big. My brothers are not big. See, I'm from a family, a generation. Look at the word generation. We're not big, so please do not stress me. And then number 2, we'll look at release what the customers want. The products that the customers want are what you should keep releasing. Don't tell me, I have a dream. that this is what I want to create, and people, oh, you're the only one that has dream. Be there. people will be making money, just be there like that. They'll be looking at you. You'll be praying, Father, open the windows of heaven and bless me. God will say, you go and do what customers want and stop shouting. I've told you my own. No, I've told you now. I'm nice. But please, I'm touche. I'm very sophisticated. Just forgive me this thing. So you can ask them I'm sophisticated. Then number 3, let's look at payment options. Quite a number of businesses do not allow their customers to have options in business. And for you to retain people, when people feel they are free with you, you've gotten them for life. When people feel with you, it's easy, it's not stressful, you've gotten them for life. Now, when you the business owner or content creator, entrepreneur, you always insist on your own way. You know what you've done? You've killed your business without knowing. No, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. This is the policy. This is the organization. Okay, now sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot that you're the one that will pay yourself. I'm sorry, ma. Highly esteemed. I apologize on our behalf. We are sorry. Let people know that with you they have options. Let people know that with you it is easy to do business. You know what? Let me take this for example. Let me just give you this instance. You have your payment system. You say, okay, we charge 500,000, we charge ₦1,000,000, we charge $1,000. No problem, which is about, let's say, 412,000 naira right now, thereabouts. And then that's your product. That's the amount of your product. That's the amount of your service. Customers right now, they are saying they can't afford it, or they are telling you, oh, I'm not interested. Have you found out why they are not interested? Have you asked them questions? So what if you ask them questions and then you not get to find out, okay, well, that means the person does not have money now, not that he does not want to buy, not that she does not want to buy. Okay, how about we offer you 2 instrumental payments plan? What do you think about it? Does that work for you? You pay us 50% today, and then by next week, in 7 days, you pay us 50%. Do you think you will get people you will not get? Please, I'm waiting. I want to hear. Do you think you will get people you will not get? So you see, it's very easy. Easy like this. Or you say, okay, since you can't afford, and the person says, oh no, I can't do 2 installment payments, but okay, what can you do for me? You say, okay, I know, like, usually we don't. This is the strategy. You just be emotional. Even if you're not emotional, me, I think I'm not that emotional, but I try. We're upcoming artists in this ministry. I try. So I'll just say, okay, I understand. I really wish you, but okay, you know what? Let's see what we can do. You already know what you want to say. Oh. You already know what you want to say. Okay, let's do like. Okay, see, you know what? I can. I can push for 3. Let's just do 3. I think 3 can work. You know what? What if you do 50% and then you do like 30% and you do 20? So we'll spread it within the space of 2 weeks. Does that work for you? See, listen to me. It doesn't mean that you not give the client. Let's say you're a product-based business. I have my Bible here. I'm a Christian. Proud one for that matter. Proud. I'm proud of it. Okay. So I have my Bible here. I don't joke with my Bibles. I have like 2 Bibles. I read 2 Bibles. One here, one on my desk at home and stuff like that. So let's say they want to buy this Bible, right? And then the client say, no, I don't have. Okay, if you don't, you are not a Christian. Say you want to buy a book. Then the client say, no, I don't have the money. I don't have 10,000 naira to buy. I don't have 10,000, or I don't have $1,000 to buy right now. And then you say, okay, what we can do? Let's just spread it within 3 instrumental payments plan for you. Let's do this for you. What if you pay 50%? See, the reason I'm telling you to do 50% is this. So you know the person is serious. Don't go and say you pay 10% too. Don't go and do you pay 20%. Please, 50%. So you know the person is serious. Because once I put 50% out of like, let's say $1,000, that's $500. I have to complete that thing. Do you understand? So you tell them to put 50%, and then you spread it 30%. 30% is what is the next higher figure. Then you now say, okay, 20%, or you do, okay, just pay 50, 40, and 10. It does not mean I will not give you this, because you pay 50%. Even when I was in school, I was selling jewelry for someone. Man, once you pay the money, I'll tell you, you know what? I'm keeping this necklace. See, you see this necklace you just bought. I'm going to keep it one side. So it automatically means that I've kept it separate. People that want to buy, they will not see it. But it means that is when you pay me 0.00 kobo, boom. If it's 10,000 naira or $10,000, you pay me the $10,000. That's when I will pack it and give it to you. If you don't pay the money, I'm not giving you anything. But it just means that I kept it for you. Do you get? So let's move on. The third thing, no, I talked about improve the functionality of your website. I've talked about you see the twitchiness in me. Can you hear it? Number one, I've talked about the functionality of your website. Number two, I've talked about the friendliness of your products. Can you hear my accents? Then number three, payment plan. Also
Yes.
them like payment options. Let me go back to the I talk. Number four, we talk about diversification. Diversify. Don't just say, no, this is the only product you're releasing in the market. Are you Apple? Even Apple, they offer those iPhone. They did iPhone. One have video. They did they need they did iPhone. They did what do you call iPad. iPad is never they did iPad Pro Max. Like, they're offering you diverse products. Offer your customers diverse. You see, then mm, the fifth one, fifth one is what? Subscription business model or business system. I don't like to talk about it, but let me tell you what. For example, you get a 50K, 30. If this business you don't get sleep, you know how it works. When you pay, you have to quit. Sometimes they even give you the expense. If you pay like if but this is what you know is this. You can pay one for example, don't payment system. Don't quote me. You can pay maybe 3 months like you see the subscription and the services in stations within that 3K, 5K, 10K. Now let's bring this. Whether you offer products, whether you offer services. Let's say, for example, you have clients that you know that okay, you're into business. I don't use consulting. Let's say you're into more photography. Let's use photography for example. Now you say okay, you pay that now for photography. When I was checking, my friend that I was searching, and I'm thinking, so this was this. That was this was like make class. Look at it. But look at it. They tell if you pay, let's say for example, you get pictures on if you pay, you get for 2 outfits. You pay 150K, you get for 3 outfits. Let's bring it down to your business, whether you do products or you do services. Let's say you divide your business premium and then platinum. Classic means your products of K, 300,000 naira, right? And so it means that these people, if they pay, you put, let's use, uh, I don't use photography now. I want to use, let me bring it to fashion. I think you do clothing basically, not just fashion, or you're into shoes. And then it is that when you do this, when you pay this 300, you have access to specific products. You can pick 5 out of these specific products that we have listed as the class business. Right? That means you that but usually You get products for like one, but now they're telling you with 300. Come on, that's cheap. That's cheap. So people put into you can order 5 or pick up 10, pick 5, and then we make it for you, and then you keep doing it like that. Let's say in a year you give us about 300. Let's say you give us about 1.5 million naira. That automatically you get
Oh,
15 out of this. So let's move on to about let's say premium is okay. Step up. We list people services this business model is premium. The premium. Then let's move on to
also, I guess the our network is having issues, so just can you bear with us?
and then
Hi, PJ, can you hear me?
yeah,
Hello, PJ.
so I'm wrapping up. This is the second to the last strategy. And then you look at premium package. Premium, maybe you offer them 7 services. So you can get the
Wow,
basic.
it has been an exciting time so far.
I hope you guys all hear me. And then you move on to platinum. Maybe platinum you offer them about items in about 10.
As well as it's the right thing and taking note of very, very essential point that she has been delivering since.
And
So I guess she
then
will join us shortly.
the last strategy that you can use in terms of loyal customer acquisition is the referral program. I always ask businesses, how many of you have referral programs? So if I refer someone to you, what do I stand to gain? I'm your customer, as in I'm your client. If I refer somebody to you, what do I stand to gain? Are you going to give me, okay, let's use this. Let me just wrap up with this. If I refer someone to you, what if you give me about 5% off my next order from your service or from your product? If I refer to people from you to you, that automatically means that 10% off my next order or my next product or my next service, whatever I need from you. So it means if I refer 4 people to you, I get 20% off my next order. So let's say, for example, you offer there's a service you are selling or a book of 100K. And then it means that if I get this particular product from you, instead of paying 100,000 naira, because I referred 4 clients to you, I get to pay 80,000 naira. Is that not a good business strategy? When you think of how you can help your customers save money while delivering good service and good products to them, they'll buy from you and you'll retain them. So with this, I bring myself to the end of the session. So thank you so much once again, Plus Consulting, for having me. I'm very happy. I'm excited, and I'll say God bless you. So if anybody has a question, please let me know, and I'm so available to respond to you. I'm so available to respond to you. I'm available to respond to you. Yeah, so I'm here. And let me just say this. This just reminded me. Um, if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you do. Oh yes, I'm done. I'm actually I am. Please send me your questions. Please send me your questions so I can respond. But I was gonna say that there's actually a challenge that I'm doing. It's starting on Monday next week. It's called the 4 day sales challenge. It's free. I've been doing quite a number of free things these days. It's free. The 4 day sales challenge basically is for entrepreneurs, business owners, content creators that want to increase their sales. So for 4 days, Monday to Thursday, you have a guideline of how you can, what is it called, of the right things to do in your business in terms of prospecting, although you pay what you want more. Good. Yeah, thank you so much. So basically, but if you have questions, I'm all here to answer you. Thank you. Precious, I'm ready.
Okay, thank you so much, Prachi. Thank you, Precious, for your time. Thank you for educating us. And if I don't know if you noticed, is- you said,
I said, did they
I said
hear?
thank you for educating us. I don't know if you noticed. I couldn't hear you. You said,
I said, you called me Precious. I was asking
all
if,
right.
oh my God. Okay, so I'm with you guys. Can you hear me?